How are you today? You good? Yeah, you doing good today? I saw you outside when I was outside. You having fun?
Hello, welcome everyone. How are you? Oh, I finally have windows in my office around here. It's still not done, actually. I had people come this morning to give me quotes on the painting because this company's taken so long. I'm just fed up with them, but hopefully we'll have them finish this 6-month project that it took this Thursday, and then we can come in and paint, and then I can set up an office and maybe even start filming sometimes in here. But organizing an office, I've missed it. Yeah. So, but welcome everyone to this full moon in Libra happening on April 11th, and this is going to be one of those important full moons. Well, they're all important, but this is also, we've talked about giant Jupiter in the sign of Libra now, and it's all, I mean, like, this full moon is gonna like and another thing is the feminine principle, and we're not speaking gender specific in the reference to females only. This is the feminine principle, which is all about the goddess worshiping in the respect of intuition. Okay, you know, when you feel like you're the goddess, then you have the intuition and all that, right? And so that's what we want to definitely communicate with. And then I know that I've been talking about, and I have these decks, and there's a reason why I'm opening up a little bit with this full moon, because these are why I selected these decks. And every full moon, I always love reading with my runes. But I also brought out my goddess discs because they are interpreting that the feminine principle is where, you know, male, female, intuition, start Mother Earth, Luna power, you know, any ancient goddess specifically you adore, Isis, you know, Lakshmi, Kuan Yin, whoever. And I also brought out the Ascended Masters because I've been seeing those numbers again, 333, which I did a video on them, and it came through, and it represents the Ascended Masters. So I brought them out again. But there's a lot of, what's cool about this deck is there's a lot of divine feminine in it, and then there's a lot of male God power, like Jesus is in here. And then this is another thing we've been talking about. I've been wanting to do these 7 chakras, and now I'm supposed to do these angel videos, but it's all setting up, and here we are in Easter, and it's all setting up that we are now going to, also brought out the tarot for the air sign of Libra, of the unicorns, but that we all want this to do a new kind of scenario where we've been talking about here, you know, we're all spiritual warriors on this channel, right? We're becoming spiritual warriors. And so now they want to speak about initiating yourselves, just that. It's a spiritual initiation, okay? And then these chakra videos will puzzle in this spiritual initiation, because that's also a 7 kind of layer introduction to yourselves. And you can Google spiritual initiation, but mainly it all has to do with embracing that Jesus is our Lord, okay? And Jesus is a spiritual warrior. And, you know, I keep telling everyone that, you know, he's no longer a dead body on a cross or a baby in a manger. Look at that. First card in my hand. Okay, hold on. All right. So first card in my hand. Let me just hold it in my hand while I finish what's on my mind, because spiritual intuition. So no more about us speaking about awakening on this channel. And I just reached over 1 million views yesterday. Oh, so it's like, okay, so I prayed so much. It's like, okay, I've made you know, an event for my life in the respect on YouTube, 1 million views. That's positive. So what is it? What is it? So spiritual initiation now, okay? And we are going to now embrace the beautiful ones, and that Jesus now is a spiritual warrior. He's got his potent posse, and to me, I see him very large, giant. But if you don't, and tall, his whole squad. But if you don't feel it or see it, then just know there are forces to be reckoned now, okay? We have spiritual forces to be reckoned now. And now, that's why now, if you're still interested in opening up yourself to a spiritual life, then please Google spiritual initiation, and I will now begin some videos. And my channel will now, instead of talking about awakening, we're going straight into the initiation. Okay? And it's going to be fabulous. Let me just see this card that came into my, oh my Lord. Look at that, the Two of Rods. And back in the day, I'd write in my cards and see, I come from the moon. I wrote. And see, that's what about Luna. And I have a writings coming. And this is like the theme. You know, come from the moon. And of course, you know, High Priestess all about it. And Luna's all about it too. So Mother Earth, you know, Luna, Moon, Father, Son, and then the spiritual initiation. And Jesus is at the reign. Okay, so and for those of you who follow me enough, you know that Jesus is my Lord. So, all right. Well, I did not pick that card up, but it's already opening up with I come from the moon. So we're already working with this moon in Libra. Okay. Oh, you know, sometimes I don't like to put myself out too much in the camera because I get animated and but I did bring out my beautiful fertility beads from Hawaii to bless this table as well. Okay. So I really haven't really set up my table. I just wanted to. I probably, if I do set up to do readings in here, it won't be at this angle, but this is just how it's set up right now until I get it all. After they paint, I'll have it all organized, okay? So we're going to work with the unis, and we're going to work with these ascended masters, and we're going to see what they have to say, okay? So I'm literally going to try to tap the gods and goddesses, which is what they honestly want us to do. Look at that. I didn't open this up before, but Kuan Yin right there on the top. Kuan Yin, love her. Release judgment. I'm sorry, my friends. I can't see that. I got wear the little glasses. Kuan Yin. Oh my God, how beautiful. Release judgments about yourself and others and focus on the love and light that is within everyone. That's why the feminine principle, the feminine divine is coming in strong. And it's important right now. Look at her on her lotus, standing strong. Look at that. Another card I did not pick, but it's representing what this moon in Libra, and at this time now, after this moon in Libra passes, it's like that's where it's all going to go, that kind of energy. Okay. And so let's work on ourselves. There's so much beauty coming, and we have our spiritual guides. We have our beautiful guardian angels here. So don't give up on you, okay? Don't give up on you. And I'm sorry, I'm not really certain on how I'm going to set up this table, but we'll figure it out. But for now, I really did want it to sit in front of everybody because I had this room and I thought it would be, you know, just a different way. I haven't been in front of the camera in a while, but that's all right. Sometimes I enjoy seeing my birdies too. And I opened up with this crow. I don't know if I'm opening up this video with a little crow video because after I was outside with these men, I went in the kitchen and all of a sudden I could hear this one crow. He's very fluffy, fluffy. Like he has like the raven feather hair, but he's a crow. And he starts calling me out and we start talking and talk. But then when I'm looking, I can see it says, you know how they say storage filters. So I already got 10 seconds of that. But anyway, I'm still going to show you the 10 seconds because he was here and he was so cute because I saw him outside when I was with these guys giving me quotes about the painting this room. But yes, your totem animals are very important at this time as well. It's everything. It's about being supernatural. Okay, tapping the supernatural. All right, let me just do an exhale. So we now have put my little stone crystal on the cards. Okay. All right. So now we have the Unicorn Tarot on the deck. And, okay, I just felt the card and I shoved it back in. All right. Hopefully it comes out again. So the Sons of Masters are on the deck. And now we bring out the goddesses. And I'll bring out a rune and a goddess disc. Okay. And thank you all who've been subscribing. And my viewers, again, yesterday was one of the most wow days I've had in a while. Okay. All right, well, brightest blessings to all. You know, keep the faith. That's another thing. Just keep that faith, all right? We're never going to give up. And remember, we're warriors now. We're going to take this initiation, okay? So I hope you journey with me because I plan to take mine on the YouTube. Okay. Oh, Page of Pentacles. All right, well, that's a nice card to get. So here we have the coin already speaking to us. And we like those. Usually the pages is female, but it's still young blood. Okay, nowadays, we're not even talking about male, female anymore. It's about who you are as a good person, all right? Who your spirit soul is, all right? But yes, pentacles. So you see, and the pages, they're in the court. They're in the castle already. So it's like... keep on going. Don't give up on your dreams, okay? Don't give up on you. And you see the unicorns all happy, right? Saying, yay, yay. Okay. And that's a little baby unicorn. So you see, there's so much more to come, okay? And it's all about taking those baby steps. Baby steps every day, whether, you know, it's to build something, construction, or if it's to, you know, write your storybook or whatever your creative talent is. But with the goddess energy, it's all about being creative, okay? So create, create, create. And that could be, you know, birthing a child. You know what I mean? That could be anything that brings new life into your home. Like I said, put these upside down. Eight of Pentacles. Well, no doubt about it. Here we have the Pentacles, Earth sign ruling the opening so far. So we know, perhaps, no doubt about it, some of you may be already in the process of creating something that comes from your heart and your soul. And no worries, because it's going to become grand, okay? And there's no rush into what you're doing. There's no pressure. Remember, when we work with spirit, when we become these, take the initiation to become our spiritual warrior selves, there's no race in that. This is not a competition. This is your own scenario with God, okay, with the divine. So, and the divine works at its own pace. But sometimes it brings you a miracle, and it you know, puts a poker up your butt and makes you do things like go on YouTube. Go on YouTube. Get on YouTube. Oh, I did put these up. Ah, the star. I'm serious. They want us to tap the cosmic realm. They want us to have that patience and hope. I'm sorry. I mean, since yesterday, I'm just so amazed how things are moving on my journey. And I have to say, it's because of all of you as well. You're the ones that kept me alive. So this is so beautiful. And, you know, the stars, see how she's doing the elixir, the alchemy as well. And look at the bright sun star here, and the unicorn putting his holy horn. Okay. Where, you know, the dark ones want to take it off his head, but look at him. He's just putting his love shine into it. So it's like that water from the Holy Grail as well. It's all beautiful like that, okay? So believe in your dreams. Have patience. Don't give up on you. And look, we got those mountains in the background. Yes, don't give up on you, my friends, okay? Don't ever. There's so much coming. There's so much coming. Standing strong. All these cards, we can stand strong. And whatever's to come obviously has the resources, you know, money. So just believe in you, and we all take baby steps. And for some of you who are brand new to my channel, maybe some of this might be, and you're just starting to say, you know, I want to become more of a spiritual personality. You know, well, we take baby steps here, but it's all coming. And look at this. This is one of the most beautiful cards in the tarot. The most, I'd say the most beautiful card. And we received it for this Libra full moon. And I'm very curious what happens today because my moon sign is in Libra. So I'm just like, oh, rising. No, I'm sorry, rising. See the other person's point of view. Avalokitesvara. I'm sorry if I pronounced her name, but here we have a Hindu goddess speaking. Okay, so, you know, it's true. Sometimes, even though we might not agree with people, we can always, you know, listen, hear them out. We hear them out. And if we agree to disagree, that's fine. But it's always best to not just put, you know, our 2 cents into anything. We should always respect the other. Okay, respect the other. So see the other person's point of view. And sometimes really, when you all have a sit down, then you can say, well, you know what? I get what you're saying. And you're right. Let's see if we can come in the middle, or I agree with you. Let's do it your way. You know, then that's a win-win kind of thing. I'm not familiar with this goddess at all, actually. Okay, but we do have the Hindu pantheon coming through, and most truly, honestly, I love them, all of them. And now we have the Hawaiian Hina here, and I have my Hawaiian beads on, saying freedom. Yeah, that's what we want, to be free. To be free to live how we want to on this planet, as we harm none. When we harm none, we should be allowed to live as we please. Okay? But here she is, and look, full moon right behind her. So freedom, whatever that means to you, take it, okay? You should be free to think the thoughts you wish. You should be free to create the projects you want, and you should be free to make the money, you know, that comes with your insight and your hard work and what your soul mission is here to do. You know, all these gods and goddesses and ascended masters, they came here for a purpose. Okay, that's the truth. All these people, these personas, we can say, these souls came here for a purpose. And especially the ascended masters, they walked the earth, you know, like Jesus, like Saint Francis. They literally walked this earth. Lady Isis, Osiris. So we can do this, my friends, okay? Just because we're in a human body doesn't mean we have a powerful soul of light. And that's why we, on this channel, we're on the white light, bright light team, okay? But we keep it the balance because we know that the dark ones will always be, right? Oh, detached from drama. Look at this. Goddess Athena herself comes through. Oh boy, well that's pretty powerful. Greek goddess Athena's here. My. They loved this goddess so much in the time of the Greeks that they literally built this pantheon in a tall mountaintop, which some of it still stands today. But literally, they can tell, the scientists can tell that there was a gold statue of Athena, all gold, that stood, I want to say like 20 feet, maybe even higher. This is how much they adored this goddess, and she has come through for our reading today. Okay, might have to read from the book about her, but everybody's heard of Goddess Athena, I'm sure. She was a warrior. She was a total badass. Okay, but that's how much respect they gave her. She obviously took care of them. Okay, so you see, and we need to kind of go back to the ways of the ancients, where you know that everything comes from nature and the stars, and we can call on these deities and they will aid us. They're here. And you know, I want to say again, I know that it's, people can't wrap their brain about, you know, Jesus being very, you know, large, giant to me, but see how they memorialized Athena into a giant form. And I think when you feel this energy coming from them, it's forces to reckon with. Okay, so let them be large, let them be tall, and that's how I feel them. Forces to be reckoned, and you know they're not little. No, Unag, easy does it. There is no need to hurry or force things to happen. See, There is no need to hurry or force things to happen. Everything is occurring in perfect timing. And we've been talking about that. Timing is everything as well, okay? Timing, but that's why we're not rushing. We're taking our little steps, foundation, okay? And they're reiterating here. Now, I'm not very familiar with Unag, but her name sounds like she's, kind of like a Viking past or something. But see, baby steps. And we see we have the dove of peace. We have some rainbow colors. We have white feathers. We have lilies. See all those symbolisms right there? Okay. So don't give up on you. All right. There's something for all of us. I might have to read about her too because I'm not familiar with that goddess. I'm not. Abuntia, prosperity. The universe is pouring its abundance out to you. Be open to receiving, okay? And you see, and look at this already. We opened the reading with the Tarot of the Unicorns, which is really, I don't bring it out a lot, but it's really a powerful deck. And reminder, the unicorns are the savants of the white light, bright light. I mean, that's why we don't want anybody messing with our unis, okay? Especially dark forces. So that's why we keep them very into the galactic realm. we try not to bring them down here yet until we know what's going on. But no, they are the most beautiful ones, the unicorns. But prosperity is here for us, okay? So don't give up. Call on your unis, all right? Prosperity is here. And the star card, and look, the unicorn is delivering that bountiful of love and healing. It's really beautiful, and that the money has come through right off, and then now abundantia is here with the prosperity. Is very powerful, very powerful. Naive cycles and rhythms. Honor the cycles of your body, energy levels, and emotions. Okay, there we are. And this is for all people, Take your rest. We really want to take that hour a day, whether it's called meditation time, or you rest, or you go within, or yoga it, or however you want to go inside. But it's really now, every 28 days the moon cycles, and that's what you kind of have to see how your cycles are going. All right, are you aligning yourselves? And especially women who go through menstrual cycles, how we have to really pay attention to our days, because we don't, what I mean, don't want to be caught without protection when you're out and about, right? And here comes Bloody Mary, right? So it's like, oh, all right, well, here we are, and now we're going to pull a rune. But I do want to, I think I have to want to read about Athena and this prosperity card, because wow, let me just pull these two runes, this rune and this goddess disc, and then we'll read about these two. I mean, Athena, she's, I think, the most respected of all the goddesses in ancient time. So that's pretty powerful. She's come through. Okay, let's see what we got from our runes. Okay, one rune. Okay. Well, this is a warrior rune, but I pulled it reversed. It should be like that. Okay, so we're going to read about this warrior rune, but it still came through. Okay, and then let me pull this. That's why I was trying to pull the rune, slowly, because it has to be in a way. Okay, and who do we have here? Oh, we've got the dolphins. How lovely. Well, that's all about joy and play as well. So, very good. Joy and play come through. Okay, well, let's go to the runes first, because definitely I pulled that rune. I know this is a powerful rune. Warrior, there it is. See the warrior? We were just talking about here. We're going to become spiritual initiates. Spiritual warrior initiates. Okay, so you see. But I pulled it this way. Okay, so let's see what it says in reversed. I'll read it reversed first in case some of you are in that situation, and then I'll read the righteous one, because this is a very powerful, this is, I'd say, one of the most powerful, or the top two in the runes. Okay. Oop. Okay. The warrior. Taiwuz, the sky god. Okay. I'm going to read it reversed. Okay. So pay attention, because this is a really powerful rune. And I don't want you all to go sideways on me. But we're supposed to hear it this way first. So I'm going to read it down. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So this is in reverse now. The danger is that through hasty or ill-timed action, life force leaks out or is spilled away. If an association is short-lived, do not grieve. Know that it has fulfilled its span. Matters of trust and confidence are an issue here, and with them the authenticity of your way of being in the world. Reversed, Taiwaz calls for examining your motives carefully. Is it self-conquest with which you are concerned, or are you trying to dominate another? Are you lusting after outcomes, or are you focused on the task for its own sake? You will find the answers within yourself, not in outside advice. When you consult the runes, you are consulting the self, an action appropriate to the spiritual warrior. Okay? And we just open up this whole channel, this whole video, we're talking about how we're going to take the spiritual initiate motivation now. Okay, so if you're in this place, that's okay. See, we pulled it up. We're just directing to you. If you want to become the spiritual initiate warrior that we're just talking about, you gotta think like this. All right. And the name of this rune is Taiwaz, the sky god. This is the rune of the spiritual warrior. Always the battle of the spiritual warrior is with the self, funding a will through action, yet unattached to outcomes. Remain mindful that all you can really do is stay out of your own way and let the will of heaven flow through you. These are among the hallmarks of the spiritual warrior. And see, that's why we're going to align with the heavens and the cosmic realm. Okay? And that's why we're taking these baby steps. All right? And that's why we let heaven come in. Okay? Embodied in this rune is the energy of discrimination, the sword-like quality that enables you to cut away the old, the dead, the extraneous. And yet with the warrior rune comes certain knowledge that the universe always has the first move. And that's what we mean. Like, you can't race with spirit. You can't say, spirit, bring it up. You got to take a baby step every day, align with the divine, and then they'll come through when they know you're ready, okay? They'll come through. And that the universe always has the first move. Patience. Patience. Here we have patience, okay? Patience is the virtue of this rune, and it recalls the words of St. Augustine that the reward of patience is patience, okay? And I love St. Augustine. Actually, we have a city in Florida named St. Augustine, okay? What just came down? Athena just came down, so we want to read her now. She wants to talk, okay? She just kind of popped down. Okay. Here you are asked to look within, to delve down to the foundations of life itself. Only in so doing can you hope to meet the deepest needs of your nature and tap into your most profound resources. The molding of character is at issue when you draw Taiwaz. Associated with this rune are the sun, masculine energy. Okay, so now our sun star, look up every day to the sun, to the moon. Know you're grounding on mother. It's triple play. Okay, so here, and the spiritual warrior, we were just talking, and the sun star, it's sort of like the Holy Spirit in the respect of God's universe. Okay, and for us here in this how the sun touches earth. However, though, we want to make sure that we recognize that it is masculine energy that we want to tap, and I believe that Jesus is the Lord now, and that's what kind of masculine energy we want to tap. The urge for conquest is powerful here, especially self-conquest. Okay, so you truly want to recognize your strengths and your weaknesses, and if you're still being a shady personality, then You got to really go within, kind of cleanse those, you know, demons out, or whatever you want to call them, okay? It's really, being a spiritual warrior means just that. You're aligning with the divine. All right. Okay. Let's see. The urge for conquest is powerful here, especially self-conquest, which is a long, lifelong pursuit and calls for awareness, single-mindedness, and the willingness to undergo your passage with compassion and in total trust. See, in total trust. We want to trust what the universe has to offer us, right? We don't question anymore, okay? When you hear the word say something to you, you go, okay. Not like, I don't want to. Okay, so when this rune comes in response to a relationship issue, it indicates that the relationship is both timely and providential. The bond is a real one. There is work for you to do together. Okay, so this is what we've been having this soulmate twin flame deal coming through. So you see how important becoming your own spiritual warrior is, because then they will bring you your mate. Okay, and we were talking about that. You know, it's like you really have to now decide who you're going to wait for. Okay, it's like really waiting for the divine, waiting till the universe, and the universe acts always first when you are a spiritual warrior. Okay, because there's something for you, there's something for this soul-mated twin flame to do together, and that's the truth always. You know, just like Jesus made uh, Mother Mary coded to have Jesus babe as her baby. Mary Magdalene coded to meet Jesus. It's all perfect timing. Okay, the universe brings us that. God, whoever, whatever you want to call it. Okay, okay, because there's something for us to do together. So obviously, pay attention. So I encourage you all to become your spiritual, go through that spiritual initiation and see what comes your way. A rune of courage and dedication. In ancient times, Taiwaz was the glyph that warriors painted on their shields before battle. Now the same symbol strengthens ourselves to align this self with this capital S self. Okay, so align the, you know, like the shady self with the universal self. Okay. All right. Well, I think truly this rune and this beautiful star card has tapped this reading that we were trying to talk about, becoming spiritual warriors, aligning with the universe, the divine flow. And look at that flow here. This is all about divine flow. And look at, again, the unicorn, putting the love factor, his elixir into it, you know, tapping it. So that's where we're going here. And I do want to bring up, here we have these dolphins. They're beautiful. I believe, if I'm correct, this was found in a Minoan, uh, I want to say, you know, they didn't have castles. What do they call them? Well, anyway, yeah. But it was a fresco in a Minoan. But let's see, because sometimes I don't usually pull this deck out anymore. I was very involved with it. But here we have Dolphin, Joy, Celebration. How beautiful is that? Joy and celebration. Wonderful. Okay. Joy. So I'm not going to read the whole thing because this is very lengthy, but look at that. The first time I ever pulled this was back in September 15th, 1994. Okay, 1994. And I'm wearing my dolphin right now, actually. I got my Jesus cross on too, but I'm wearing my dolphin too. Okay, so I love dolphins. You know, I live in Florida. I'm so fortunate to see them when I'm near the beach. Okay, so let's see. Oh, here it is. Here it is. The Palace of Minos at Knossos was decorated with lively, fantastical motifs. This dolphin fresco was painted in the Queen's room, along with figures of dancing women and intricate spiral designs on the ceiling. All reflections of life animated with pleasure. Okay, life animated with pleasure. All right, and this looks important. And then I'm just going to kind of, and this fresco is approximately 8,100 years old. Dolphin, joy, celebration. The word dolphin comes from the word Delphinos, called the womb. The womb. Delphine was the priestess of the oracle at Delphi and was worshipped as Mother Earth, mother of the moon, and sea goddess in her various aspects. Her oracular visions and gift of prophecy provided information for communal transition and healing. Her voice was that of the goddess. Okay, and then it reads the Queen's Palace in Knossos in the Crete Island. The dolphin frescoes, 8,100 years old, reflected the joy of living in the divine breath and the bounty of the Great Mother. Okay, I got to keep reading this, okay? This Neolithic culture revealed in the fruits bestowed on it by her earth and sea, and honored with gratitude the starlit navigational guidance provided by her sky. Look at that, and we have this beautiful star right here, navigating us. Look up to the stars, become our own spiritual warrior selves, because with that, the universe will bring us this joy and bounty, okay? Because you're supposed to be doing what's your purpose on life, because you're going to share it with others, okay? You're going to bring them bounty and love and joy. Life is in ancient metristic Crete was experienced as joyous wonder, a divine gift. Actually, here in this area at this time, there were never any wars. No wars here. But they celebrated the goddess. And that's why this is such a famous island in Crete. They never, no signs of any kind of warlike activity. All right. They painted arts, roads, theaters, and palaces were all created as innumerable and immeasurable reflections of the joy of living. Walls were decorated with dancing dolphins, laughing monkeys, beautiful flowers, and fantastic imaginary creatures. All art was divinely inspired to remind the community of the natural pleasures of life. Strikingly absent from Minoan art are scenes or aggression, war, hunting, or male dominance or violence. You see, so they didn't even allow the art to have that. And then they never did have war. Okay, this was definitely very female mothering. All persons enjoyed life equally, sharing in Mother Nature's abundance. This is the spirit of the dolphin. Okay, when you receive the dolphin amulet, take a deep breath and dive into the dolphin dimension, making merry in a Delphine goddess way. She comes to you today for no other reason than to play. In her smiling, oracular way, she tells you that one of the most profoundly political acts of power is play and, of course, self-love. Okay, self-love. So we talk about that. Love you guys first, especially for those seeking a mate. I mean, don't you want that mate to be coming from the heavens above, because you're taking care of you, and this person is also becoming aligned, and you want to become your spiritual warrior selves, and then God says, boop, I bring you together. Okay, so self-love and play. Find the laughing place in your heart and let yourself go. Humor has the power to touch your soul, awakening deep transformative energy. Laugh out loud, laugh with a friend. Okay, the dolphin goddess, it's almost finished, we're almost finished. The dolphin goddess reminds you of the healing power of fun without goal, laughter without reason, and joy of simply being. Open fully to this gift of the Delphi. The splendor is all yours. Tune into the joy of knowing that you are cared for by a loving divine creatrix. Isn't that lovely? A loving divine creatrix. So our goddess and then our Father God is coming together. All right? Delight in the effervescent and extraordinary sweetness of your own being. Let joy resonate deeply from your center, touching all you touch, flowing like a soft wave through your entire body. Life in ancient Crete was not utopia or fantasy, but real, with inherent complications and problems. The dolphin amulet reminds you to focus on the joy in your life in spite of real difficulty. Remember that Crete was able to experience a long and joyous existence, approximately 1,500 years amid male-dominant warring cultures. So that's what I was saying. Even though, they were warring all over the place back then, this Crete never was harmed, ever. When we live our lives creatively and playfully, we are relieved of external directives and trapping. Play alters our perspectives and opens our minds to new possibilities. The solution to a difficult problem is often revealed in reverie or mind play. The dolphin goddess will help you remember that you are nestled in a glow of wonderment. A glow of wonderment. There we go. A glow of wonderment with the unicorn horn there. A glow of wonderment, curiosity, laughter, and grace. Primal elements of the dolphin way. Feel the beauty all around you. Joyous be. And the goddess here is Aphrodite, Namu, Marie, all ocean goddesses. Okay, and hold on. Is Henna an ocean goddess? Hold on, let's see, because I think Namu, isn't that another Hawaiian goddess? And she's got the ocean behind her. Hold on, we gotta pull her out now because let us see if we're tapping Aphrodite, which is also Venus, and now we have this other goddess of the ocean. We gotta tap it. Okay, let's see. I mean, I know my videos are long, people, but this is a powerful full moon, and we're just bringing in all this goddess energy. And here we've tapped the play and love of the dolphins. Okay, so even if you don't live by the ocean, you can always open up a picture of a dolphin or go on YouTube and see those beautiful dolphin videos they have. Okay, and I want to say, okay, so we're going to pull up Hina first. But I think Hina is one of these other goddesses. Just like Aphrodite is and Venus are different. One's Greek, one's Roman. What's her name again? Freedom. Okay. Do I have the wrong book? Oh, she's an ascended master. Ooh, excuse me. Okay, so hold on a second now. She's definitely in a whole. So she's lived on this planet. Okay, so let's see what she's about. Here she is, Hina, Polynesian and Hawaiian moon goddess. Okay, so all right. All right, so we got to read her. Walk away from restrictions and be free! Exclamation mark. You have the power and the right to change your life so that you experience more freedom. This card signifies that your soul is crying out for more freedom, especially as it involves your life's purpose. Okay, so and that's what we're talking about. Becoming our spiritual initiates to confirm our life purpose, okay? Perhaps it's time to take a break so that you can think clearly about your desires and available options. The universe always supports the desire for expansion, creativity, and freedom. Okay, well, creativity all over this table today, right? Say yes to freedom, and the universe will say yes to you. Okay? And additional meanings for this card. It's time to leave a situation that you've outgrown. Question the validity of any rules that you've imposed on yourself. Allow the universe to support you while you make desired life changes. Be assertive and say no to anyone who's overstepping boundaries. Hina is a Polynesian and Hawaiian moon goddess who considered so beautiful that no one can directly look at her. She felt compassion for the natives, so she threw pieces of the moon down to the islands to provide for their material needs. The pieces turned into the banyan trees. Banyan trees are so beautiful. We have some here. They're gorgeous and they live hundreds of years. Beautiful, beautiful trees, which the natives pounded into tapas cloth for use in clothing and garments. Call upon Hina for issues involving fertility, attraction, and manifestation. So here we have this beautiful Hina coming for this full moon in Libra. And we've been trying to bring in this creative goddess and also becoming our spiritual warrior selves. And here we have the rune for the spiritual warrior has come through. So we're on key. We're tapping the table. But have patience with it. It's all baby steps. But now I definitely got to close with Athena. But just know there's much prosperity coming. Okay. Do not give up on you. And I'm not going to read the whole thing about Una. I'm just curious if who she is because I'm not familiar. I want to say she's, Norwegian kind of thing, but let's see. And this comes from the goddess guidance, okay? And then we'll close with Athena. So, ooh, got that little air conditioning just hit me. Unag. Oh, look at this. And when I pulled her out, it was for a full moon back in September 17th, 2005. Isn't that funny? 12 years ago, she came out for a full moon again. Okay, look at this. Hold on a second. There is no need to hurry or force things to happen. Everything is occurring in perfect timing. Oh, she's a Celtic goddess. Una is married to Fionn, the leader of the Irish Tuatha De Danann. How did I not know that? Okay, Una and her, well, same thing, all Viking stuff. But I've studied the Tuatha De Danann. I really did because my ex-husband, he was Irish, so I kind of dug all his people. Unagener clan were some of the original inhabitants of Ireland. When the Gaels invaded their land, the Tuathas didn't run or fight back. Instead, they transformed themselves into leprechauns. Their ingenious solution allowed them to stay in Ireland in peace. Call upon Una for help with your own transitions, and she'll guide you in creative and magical ways. So here we go. Creative and magical. Nurturing a cause or relationship is a long-term commitment and one that can't be rushed. Okay? Take care of what happens to the planet and to my loved ones, so that much I'm willing to stick with them through thick and thin. This isn't always easy, but to me, it's the only way to ensure that matters are resolved and healed. So listen to the passionate stirrings of your heart. Reach out and take action to let loved ones know that you deeply care about them. Take action to spur on any, your pet causes. Never mind what other people think. You will benefit by carrying through with your priorities. You'll feel so good about yourself. It'll take time for the relationships and projects that truly count to your heart. Do what's important to you and do it with absolute devotion. But remember that there's no competition for true life purpose, so there's no need to worry, hurry, or feel that you have to force things to happen. Okay? So here we have, when we're going through this spiritual transition, okay, because now we've awakened, right? We're aware that there's something out there, but it's always baby steps, and we let the universe, okay, the universe comes in, okay? But we're stepping baby steps, and the universe knows what we're doing. Trust that. Never think that you can get away with doing things behind the back of this forces of nature that be. All right, now Athena, will end with her because no doubt about it, she is one of the most powerful of all the goddesses. Athena, inner wisdom. Oh, isn't that funny? I pulled her on the full moon in 2005 as well. December 14th, 2005. Isn't that funny? December 14th was my father's birthday. That's funny. Okay, Athena, let's close out. Athena, you know what to do. Trust your inner wisdom and take appropriate action without delay. Wait a minute. This one comes from the Ascended Masters. Oh, my darlings, hold on a second. So Athena's in 2 of these books. Okay, because it said detached from drama, but I'm reading inner wisdom. How did that happen? Okay, so detached from inner wisdom. There we have her. Okay, so now we have this Athena from the Ascended Masters. Detached from drama. You've been drawn into the upsetting world of human egos by focusing upon a drama. Although it's nothing more than a story, the drama feels frightening to you. This card comes to you as a helping hand in finding your way out of the story by detaching from the drama. Don't get pulled into the various plots, twists, turns, and characters of the drama. Instead, view it as a movie that you know will be a happy or at least resolved ending. Of course, you'll have compassion for everyone involved, yet you don't have to let drama pull you down in any way. As you focus upon the positive, you bring about a positive resolution. So the additional meanings: let go of attempts to make everyone happy, allow others to make their own choices in life, don't delay your life's purpose by focusing upon other people's issues, avoid gossiping about or judging. Okay, and she's the goddess wisdom of Grecian goddess of wisdom, and who became the patroness of Athens in a contest with the ocean god Poseidon. The term Pallas is often given to Greek deities, and her more common name is simply Athena. She's a war goddess who uses wisdom instead of weapons to win conflicts. Call upon Pallas Athena for help with any conflict or situation. Calling for inner wisdom. Okay? Well, we know that we're going to have that inner wisdom now. We're going to follow suit because the spiritual warrior that we're going to become through the spiritual initiation, and then, we're going to become forces of nature that be, so that we can feel confident in our mission and do it in celebration and enjoy. Okay, I wear my dolphin proudly, and anytime I would see them, and I see them, they just give me so much glee, and so feel that vibe and take it with you, my darlings. And this is a wonderful time again to go, get outside and do a little full moon ritual if you like, or at least light a candle, and say, these, I'm gonna give myself this year, I'm gonna give myself 5 years, however long it takes, but I'm gonna make this happen for me. I'm I want something more out of my life, out of my soul. I want to tap my full soul purpose in this life. And there's already come through that the other one is looking for you, okay? But the universe brings you together, okay? Not Match.com. Love to you all. Thank you for watching, and especially my longtime viewers and new viewers who are, you know, feeling this vibe. I'm overwhelmed in joy, and I just feel celebrating with all of you somehow. I'm going to figure out what to do, but you all take care, and I'll talk to you soon, and love to all of you who've always stuck by my side. I appreciate you all so much. You've given me the power to do so, truly. But we're going to keep moving forward, because now I know God's with me too. So, and Jesus and Mother Mary. Ciao.